Good evening. I'm Father Rayappa. I'm going to read articles, paragraph numbers 17, 18, 19 from the Laudato Si, Pope Francis encyclical on ecology and environment. So actually, he is starting off the first chapter titled, What is Happening to Our Common Home? So 17, 18, 19, they follow. 17, article number, Pope writes, Theological and philosophical reflections on the situation of humanity and the world can sound tiresome and abstract unless they are grounded in a fresh analysis of our present situation, which is in many ways unprecedented in the history of humanity. So, before considering how faith brings new incentives and requirements with regard to the world of which we are a part, I will briefly turn to what is happening to our common home. So actually Pope is presenting in the new light. For the past 30 years we have been hearing global warming, climate change on television and internet and everywhere. But now Pope is bringing through a new lens, that's a faith lens, through faith and belief. So far, we try to tackle global warming and climate change through science and technology, through politics, through economy. But now, Pope Francis is bringing a new element, that is faith perspective. So he is presenting the present ecological crisis under the light of faith. Next, he writes in Article 18, paragraph 18, the continued acceleration of changes affecting humanity and the planet is coupled today with a more intensified pace of life and work, which might be called rapidification. Although change is part of our working of complex systems, the speed with which human activity has developed contrasts with the naturally slow pace of biological evolution. Moreover, the goals of the rapid and constant change are not necessarily geared to the common good or to integral and sustainable human development. Change is something desirable, yet it becomes a source of anxiety when it causes harm to the world and to the quality of life of much of humanity. Pope is explaining here, he uses a word called rapidification. That means human activity, and it exhausts the natural resources and emits carbon dioxide, the greenhouse gases, faster than the natural ecosystems can handle. Of course, natural ecosystems can handle waste, and trees can take carbon dioxide because trees are carbon sink and they can give us oxygen. But now we are putting too much, Pope says, beyond their capacity to process the carbon dioxide or the greenhouse gases. So I think we are overloading the system, natural systems. It's an overload, and fuse is gone. Hello, fuse is gone. Rapidification, too much. 7 billion people and ecosystems are only few, and we are the big force. So nature can't handle our human activity. Biological evolution is slow. The pace is very slow, and you can't accelerate the natural biological evolution. And all this activity, human activity, is not geared towards common good, self-interest, only selfishness. If it is creating common good, that means we can approve of it. But it's not. Actually, common good is at stake. Common good is destroyed. The opposite is true, isn't it? So I think change is desirable. We can't, human beings and natural world, change is always welcome. For the past 15 billion years, change was the law of evolution, but it has become change has become a matter of concern. We are doing too much of change. Change is okay when it is compatible with the natural processes, but change is beyond the capacity of natural processes. So now I'm going to read article or paragraph number 19. Following a period of irrational confidence in progress and human abilities, some sectors of society are now adopting a more critical approach. We see increasingly sensitivity to the environment and the need to protect nature, along with the growing concern, both genuine and distressing, for what is happening to our planet. Let us review, however cursorily, those questions which are troubling us today and which we can no longer sweep under the carpet. Our goal is not to amass information or to satisfy curiosity, but rather to become painfully aware, to dare to turn what is happening to the world into our own personal suffering, and thus to discover what each of us can do about it. It's very open writing. Pope is writing openly. Pope is proving he is so proud that today 7 billion people, they have a sense of connection with the nature. And maybe 200 years back, people didn't have that amount of knowledge on ecology and environment, but today they know that we are part of ecology and environment, so we have sensitivity towards nature. That's a good feeling. Pope is very happy about it. So it's a birth of new consciousness. So far, we were interested only in human development and progress, but now we see our development progress depends on nature's ability to provide natural resources. So we are connected, everything is connected, we know that. So Pope is telling today there is ecological sensitivity. That is a very good thing, and many people are today beginning to save water and recycle waste and denounce fossil fuel and go for green energy and do organic farming and becoming vegetarian, lot of stuff. So Pope is very happy about the progress the humanity is making slowly, but it's not enough. It's not enough. So yet, however, there are many problems in the natural world. There is famine, drought, poverty, hunger, and only few people are rich, other people are poor. There is no equality, there is no equity, and there is no distribution of earth's goods evenly. So these problems can't be covered under a carpet, the Pope writes. I mean, we can't ignore, and we need to talk about it, address it, discuss about it, come into dialogue, and it's very, very important. And our goal is not to do some PhD or some research, but we want to become aware, awakening, painfully aware what's going on. And also we need to resolve and do something about it. And we need to act. We need to act now. That is what Pope is telling. So I think now you take the hard copy, Laudato Si or PDF file, download it to your computer and go to paragraphs number 17, 18 and 19 from the chapter 1, titled What is Happening to Our Common Home. Happy reading, and God bless, and good night.